Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez have now officially gone their separate ways. The couple, once known worldwide as Bennifer, has ended their marriage for good. While they might still be seen together for certain professional appearances, insiders insist that their romantic connection has completely burned out. According to close sources, there's nothing sparking between them anymore. Fans may still hold out hope for a reconciliation, but both Ben and Jennifer are reportedly aware that their personalities clash too deeply to make things work again. This split has also brought an old issue back into the spotlight, a habit of Ben's that reportedly drove Jennifer crazy throughout their marriage. It's something simple, but it became one of the most stubborn points of disagreement between them. Back in late 2022, just before Christmas, Ben was photographed taking a smoking break while out shopping with Jennifer in Brentwood, California. In those pictures, he appeared to be trying to stay out of her sight, as if he didn't want to smoke directly in front of her. At the time, reports made it clear that Jennifer had a strong dislike for smoking and had been asking him to quit since they rekindled their relationship. Despite his attempts to change over the years, cigarettes remained the one thing Ben couldn't let go of. A source who spoke to Radar Online explained, Ben has given up a lot of his vices over the years, but he just can't get rid of the cigarettes. It's his one guilty pleasure, and something Jennifer might have to learn to live with. That statement summed up much of the tension that quietly grew between them. Jennifer, who leads a disciplined, health-focused lifestyle, reportedly couldn't stand the smell or the habit. She had made it clear early on that she wanted him to stop. But Ben, who has faced his share of public struggles with addiction, found it almost impossible to quit completely. According to another insider, the problem only escalated as time went on. She absolutely hates Ben's cigarettes, the source revealed. He promised to give it up, but with all her nagging, he's smoking more than ever. The clash over this one habit became symbolic of something bigger. Jennifer wanted a life rooted in wellness and structure, while Ben's personality leaned more toward rebellion and self-comfort. Those differences, once small and manageable, began to magnify as daily stress and public pressure mounted. For Jennifer, smoking wasn't just an irritating habit. It represented a lifestyle she didn't want around her. She's known for her strict diet, regular workouts, and a commitment to clean living. Even a minor thing like cigarette smoke didn't fit with the image or the environment she tried to maintain. For Ben, though, smoking was his final outlet, a small piece of personal freedom he wasn't ready to surrender. It wasn't about defiance toward Jennifer. It was about holding on to something familiar that helped him cope. Unfortunately, what he saw as harmless comfort became a recurring trigger for arguments. Over time, that tension began to eat away at the relationship. Public photos of Ben looking exhausted or frustrated often fueled speculation that things weren't going smoothly behind closed doors. To outsiders, it seemed like a trivial disagreement, but to them, it was one of many reminders that they weren't fully aligned in their day-to-day lives. Their split didn't happen overnight. They had weathered several months of speculation before finally parting ways. People close to them described the separation as inevitable, a combination of different personalities, constant scrutiny, and private frustrations that kept piling up. Ben and Jennifer first got back together in 2021, almost 2 decades after calling off their original engagement. Their reunion captured global attention, painting the picture of a love story that had been given a second chance. In July 2022, they tied the knot in Las Vegas and later held a grand celebration at Ben's Georgia estate. Fans saw it as the perfect romantic comeback, but even that fairy tale couldn't mask the reality that their habits, routines, and expectations didn't always match. Jennifer's focus on health, punctuality, and perfection reportedly contrasted with Ben's more laid-back and spontaneous personality. Those subtle mismatches often become the quiet cracks that widen over time. As one insider summarized it, they love each other deeply, but they live very differently. Jennifer expects total commitment to the lifestyle she believes in, and Ben just can't operate that way all the time. Their marriage also faced the strain of their demanding careers. Jennifer was immersed in film projects and promotional tours, while Ben balanced directing work and family time with his children from his previous marriage to Jennifer Garner. Despite efforts to manage their schedules, distance and differing priorities seemed to take their toll. The issue of Ben's smoking habit eventually became one of several recurring frustrations, one that neither could fully resolve. To some it may sound small, but inside a relationship already stretched thin, even small conflicts can carry heavy emotional weight. It's worth noting that Ben has overcome major challenges in his personal life. including battles with alcohol addiction and depression. Compared to those struggles, cigarettes might have seemed minor, but to Jennifer, they symbolized something larger, a refusal to fully embrace the lifestyle she was building with him. Now, after their final split in 2025, both stars appear ready to move forward independently. Sources close to them confirm that while they may remain connected through shared business interests, the romantic bond is finished. Fans who once dreamed of a lasting Bennifer 2.0 reunion have expressed disappointment, but those who followed their journey closely aren't surprised. Love alone isn't always enough when daily life becomes a tug-of-war between habits and expectations. In many ways, their story is relatable despite their fame. Many couples face the same pattern, one partner trying to help or fix the other, while the other feels criticized and retreats further into old habits. Over time, even genuine affection can't survive the cycle of pushing and resisting. For Ben, cigarettes may remain his quiet vice, something that brings a sense of control amid chaos. For Jennifer, it will likely stay as the one thing she could never overlook. Their journey shows that even the most glamorous love stories can stumble over the most ordinary differences. Fame, fortune, and history couldn't bridge that final gap between them. And now, with their paths finally diverging, both seem to have accepted that not every story gets a perfect Hollywood ending.